welcome to my channel. Today we're going to install solar panels. So this is going to be the first video for our channel, but also we're going to try and do this. Now this is just a basic install for my office. So as you can see, this is where I work right here, and I teach online.
We've got nothing
Class today.
but time and music and a sweet cold drink in the heat. Oh, I'll be beside
Tell the ones that get the pillows.
every step of the way, right here beside.
So this is a backup system so that in case we lose power, just like I have this UPC right here, right? APC UPS right here, which gives me about a half an hour. But I use a 42-inch TV for my teaching. I like to see big instead of a small monitor. Since I'm using that, it uses more power off of this. It doesn't hold up very well. So what I want to do is I have 2 solar panels we're going to put up, and we're going to hook up everything onto this board I have over here next to my work desk, and we're going to see how that works. So pay attention, and we'll be right back as I get everything together for it. Now here we're starting off. We have 2 12-volt 1000 amp hour batteries. As you can hear, I have dogs, right? So we're going to hook these in series, so we have 24 volts. So give me a few minutes. We're going to unbox and we're going to start putting things together. As you might see in here, we have dogs. This is Ghost. Ghost is one of my little babes. Down below here, down there is Baby. Baby's another street dog that we have here from Peru. He was pretty badly abused here. Even had a hole in his head at one time. So, back over here, removing the batteries from the boxes. Just like that. Okay. Yes. Just like that. I'm not an expert at this. I'm very much an amateur, but thanks to several other videos out there, I'm learning. Now, we're just a husband and wife that we're working on we have land and we want to go build on it, but thanks to COVID
and the crazy nights, figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next?
So we're connected. The inverter is. So right now we're going to test and make sure we have current through here. And 25.5. As you can see right here. So we're getting out of it. 25.4. On, fault on, looks good. All right. Now we're going to try it. We're going to connect something to it. See if we have power. See if things work on this. So, AC output on, and UPS is charging. 9 watts, 214 volts out, 60 hertz, 214 volts in, and 25.1. So we don't want to run it dead. So we're going to switch it off so that we can hook up the solar panels to it now. See what we get out of that. Here we go. Okay, so here's where we're at now. We are connected. So let's take a look at what we got here. So, as you can see, we have 2 gel batteries. We have fusible links right here. We have our control. Dog. We have a controller right there. And it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're getting 26.2 right now. Output right now is 26.3. We're charging the UPS. It's got 210 volts coming in. We got 153 minutes on it right now. That is because the lights are on. I got those are on. If I turn those off, we go up to 387 minutes. We were at 355 a few minutes ago when I started this. So my workstation, the computer, the monitor, everything is going to be hooked up to these, and I'm going to let them charge up. So right now you can see that it says it's charging from the solar right now, 26.3, which is down a little bit. It was at 28. But here's our wiring coming in. So we come into the controller. Now, mind you, this is the minimalist right here. Well, not the minimalist, but sufficient to run an office off of for now. Fuses to the battery, batteries to the converter. This is a 2,000 watt converter, so this is going to be good for this floor, for everything I need on this floor right here. And here we have 2 350 watt panels. Right now they're just up against the wall. We will mount them later, but eventually I want to have 10 panels and 10 batteries. You can see where the sun is at in the sky right now. So here we are, beginning our off grid. We're getting started. So this is the beginning. Panels, and you can see where we are, middle of nowhere. Here we are, it's 11 a.m. The next day. We're putting up 32.6 volts charging into the batteries right here. So right now we're not using it for anything. It's just charging the batteries, but I want to get it charged up the first day, see what we get out of it. Hello. So, continuing the installation of the solar panels. Just to give you an idea, we had a little setback in the installation. So, if you notice here, this is the charge controller that came with the kit that I bought. Unfortunately, though, that kit, everything else is great. I bought it because of the solar panels, because of the batteries, and because of the inverter for the price. But unfortunately, the charge controller that came with it is a little dinky PWM, which doesn't handle the voltage and the watts that are being put out by these panels. These are, remember, I have 350 watt panels. I have 2 of them, and I have them in series. And as soon as this thing was connected, it worked one day, and it was gone. It doesn't even light up anymore. So we got a new one. Let's unpack it. Give me a minute. So let's check it out. LD MPPT solar charge controller. We're gonna get enough light in here, I think. And definitely much bigger box than the other one came in. So that was just tiny. So, and this was a it says an MPPT solar charge controller, but this is a PWM, 30 amps, 50 volts max. Says maximum input 650 watt, 1300 watts. For maybe in parallel, this might have been okay. But this is PWM battery charging, not MPPT like it says on the little label here. An A5A 21E205, whatever that is. Whatever that is right there, you can like scan that. Okay, so, but that's what's gonna go back in this box right here, because we don't want to use that thing. Let's open this baby up. Okay, so, ooh, pretty. New toys. Daddy likes toys. So what do we got in here? Oh, we got, I'll bet you that's a thermal sensor, I'll bet, for the batteries. Mounting screws. Ooh, I think we're gonna put some really better heavy duty screws in that. I got board. I got wood. So I don't know what that is gonna mount it to. Barely hold it onto a piece of paper. So instruction booklet. Gotta read the instruction booklet. Yeah, we're gonna read the instruction booklet. And our MPPT solar panel control. Look at that, nice fans, cooling. Now remember, this is a budget system. This is my complete system here is not quite $1,000. Not quite $1,000 for everything. 2 350 watt solar panels, wiring, connectors, a 2,000 watt inverter, 2 100 amp hour batteries, fusible links. Now I don't have an on-off switch, a cutoff switch. I haven't found one yet here, so I'm looking for that. Once I do find it, I will install it for a battery cutoff just for it to be safe. The whole purpose of this is to power my office. Because when we do have power outages, I lose everything. After a little while, I do have a UPS APC backup, but I use a 42-inch LCD TV. So when I'm working on that, then it uses a lot of electricity, unfortunately, for the UPS. If I were using a laptop, then yeah, it would work great. It would be great. But I don't, because I don't like squinting and my fingers are too big and fat to type on a laptop. So because I teach online and I don't want to lose power, especially when I'm in the middle of a class. I teach mornings, like my time is about 4:30 in the morning to about 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. So depending on where my classes are at. But I needed to operate my PC, my computer, my monitor, the LCD TV, the backup. I wanted to back up the battery in the UPS because I'm going to have some of the items running off of it, and then other ones are passing through it, like the TV, which are going to be coming off of the batteries. So eventually, what I really want here, my whole office, lights for classes, everything like that, to run off this system, because when we do finally get moved to where we're moving to the country, we want to power the whole house. So right now, the 2 batteries, I plan on powering the office and anything in here, which is going to be the modem, going to be the computer, charging up the backup UPS or APC, my monitor, and lights for the classes. So that's really the only things here. And the fan. Got to have a fan in here. Air gets stuffy. I got the dogs are in here all the time too. So right now, 2 dogs are in here, and because this is Ghost and Baby's bedroom. But during class, there's like 5 dogs in here, and it gets a little warm, especially in the summertime. Fortunately, winter's coming, which winter in Peru really isn't even winter. It stays sunny out here like all the time. We don't lose anything. So this is a system that's going to be year-round. I can use it to power my office. And like I said, 2 more batteries, and I think I can power the whole 2nd floor, which is this bedroom, our master bedroom, which has a TV in it also, and then we don't use any lights or anything. And the fan either there's a fan here or there's a fan there. They're not both on at the same time usually. In the mornings especially, and then 1 more bedroom for the dogs, which they don't use a lot of electricity. Amazingly, they may have a little light, but not normally. So let's get this one installed over here, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes from there. So let's take a look. I gotta look at the instructions to make sure I do this right, but I do think I know how. I did install the other one. Hookups are the same. Everything is right now is disconnected. You can see the breakers are open. Both of those are open. We don't have to change anything there. So all I have to do is unwire that one, take it off, mount this one, wire it, and then we connect the breaker to the battery. See if we've got power. Set the settings, and then we just set the breaker for the other side and see if it charges. So give me a minute and we'll check it out. Okay. Let me get the other one off the wall and we'll put this one on and we'll see what we get.
Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name.
Here it is. Broken. Back in the box. Maybe they can fix it. I doubt it. My installation, my fault. I overworked it. Not the other one.
Thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business. Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need. But there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from. Everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life.
So now we hook up the wires. So, let's get this out of the way here. Yeah. So right now, we're hooked up. I'm gonna flip the switch to see if the batteries get power to the MPPT. Woohoo! Let's take a look. So we have power. Look at that. And 26.2 volts, 2.7 volts, amps. So that tells me that it's working. So now comes the fun part. We're going to connect the solar panels to it. See what happens then.
Days slip away in the golden hour. We've got nothing but time and music, and a sweet cold drink in the heat. Oh, I'll be beside you every step of the way, right?
Okay, so now we're connected. So now we're connected. Only thing I have to do now is flip this switch. Let's take a look again. I'm going to switch this around so you can see. So here we are. We have 26.2 volts wired in. So battery to battery, battery breaker, breaker battery. Okay, battery power to the inverter, and connected in series and negative to the inverter. Okay, so we have power here, we have system here. Now in goes solar. We have solar coming in. And we have 27.6 volts battery charging PV, 85.5 volts coming in, 1.6 amp, 1.5 amps. No load. Inverter shows 27.2. I'm gonna shut it off for a second here. Wait, what do we have here? 27.2. No faults. Okay, 27.6, 85.7. Batteries look fully charged. So I'm going to turn this off. Now let's see. Let's see if we can run this. Hang on one sec. Okay, so that you can see, excuse the mess in here right now, we have a mess. So that you can see what I'm running. All right, so here is my screen, okay? So, computer, 42 inches, you can see this here, so right there. All right, PC, and my UPS. All right, it says right now, running like it is right now, computer and monitor. And I might even turn on the lights here, but I'm gonna swap out my lights too. I have a ring light we're putting in. So I can get about 41 minutes right now. About 40 minutes right now running this right here. So, which is good backup if I only have one class. But if I have more than one class, so if I lose power in the middle of the night and I don't have backup, I can only teach one class, and that's not going to cut it. That's not enough. So here we go. We're connected, and power on, and I hear it kicking on there. We are now charging, and we got 70, 80 watts, 90 watts, 80 to 90 watts going out. 211 volts going out. I got 60 hertz, and I got 210, 211 volts coming in. So which tells me it's charging. So this is going to charge up. Let's see if it charges this thing up. We're going to charge up our batteries. And I'm gonna switch everything off over here so we don't run down what we're using. So let me switch back here. So there we have it, a power supply off grid for your office. If you lose power, you have backup here. and you have a backup right there, which is good enough to run your entire office and not worry about it. This should run easily 3 days, 3 to 4 days with just what I have in here. So without sun. So, but where I live, we pretty much get sun almost every day. Like 97% of the day of a year, 90% of the year, we have sunshine at least 5 hours a day. It's very rare to have cloudy skies in this part of Peru. I live on the outskirts of Lima. Now, if you live closer to the coast, in Miraflores or San Isidro, San Miguel, and those areas right there, you're probably going to have a lot of fog and clouds. But you don't have as much outages either, as many outages, I should say. You might. I remember we had a lot of outages over there too, which was caused a lot of problems. One of the reasons we moved out here. So now this is just a board I put in here, not part of the wall. So this is going to go with us when we move to Tarapoto, which is out in the jungle outside of town. We bought actually a whole, what they call a manzana here, which is a block, one whole block, which is 6 lots together, so that we have plenty of room. It's about 1,450 square meters. We're going to be sharing it with friends. I'm giving 2 lots to friends of ours, and they're coming out and they're going to build their house as we build our house at the same time. So you get a 2-for-1 special on this here. You get to check us out. I hope you follow us. I put up videos for introducing our dogs. We have 12 dogs in our house. We did have 18 at one time, but now we're at a steady 12. And if everybody stays healthy and everybody stays good, and we make it to the jungle from here, because it's about a 20-hour drive for them. We're still working on how to get them all over there. I'm gonna have to rent a bus and put them all in a bus. Maybe. We'll see. We'll figure that out as we get along. We're going to be moving probably the end of this year, the beginning of 2022. Wow, 2022. What a wow. Who'd even thought that? So I'm late in life, and check out our journey. My wife, obviously much younger than me, fortunately for her, and a Peruvian. So check us out. We'll see how this goes. Anyways, this is an off-grid system. If you want to be able to run your office for less than $1,000, that's what this costs. So all together, everything. So you can do it. And I do have a generator also. I have a small generator. It cost about $100 at Home Depot. Maestro here, but Home Depot, and that does. I mean, it works, and it's good enough to run this. It's good enough to run things downstairs, refrigerator, freezers, things like that. But you have to go out. You have to start it. It is a pull start, and when it's cold out in the mornings, it doesn't like to start right up. We will be getting a bigger generator when we move off grid. Just as a backup, and the charging system we're going to get, it has a control so that AC can come in as well. I will figure out how to do that. So right now, any questions, please feel free to leave us comments, and I look forward to hopefully everybody likes what we do. See you soon. Thanks.